everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Nancy. It's been a while. It's been a quiet season for me. Not loud, not dramatic, just quiet. And honestly, I think I needed that quiet because lately God has been revealing things to me and in me that I don't think I would have noticed it if life had stayed noisy and busy. And one of the biggest things I have realized is how easy it is for pain, for what's going on around us, to become our identity without even noticing it. And that is a scary thing. It doesn't always be obvious. Sometimes our mouth is saying all the right things. Oh God, I trust you. I'm okay. I just want peace. I am healing. But our reactions are telling another story. Or our responses becomes like they are filled with fear, with survival mode, and our emotions become so exhausted. Our hearts expect disappointments before anything even happens. And for me, I started noticing it, especially in my relationships. And as a parent, sometimes when pain has been sitting for too long, disappointment, fear, worry, heartbreak, emotional exhaustion, you stop responding to people from a healed place and you start responding from accumulated pain. So even when love is there, fear is also there. And you become emotionally tired. Emotionally tired, always preparing for the next hurt, like what's going to happen, always expecting something to go wrong, unknowingly. And then one day, I realized, wait a minute, this is not peace anymore. This is now survival mode because I could identify this because I'd been in that road many times. What broke my heart even more was realizing this wasn't only affecting relationships with people, but it was also affecting my intimacy with God. I started noticing that somewhere along the way, my expectations changed. I would pray for other people with faith, like believe God would restore them, heal them, open doors for them. But for myself, I stopped expecting. It's almost like pain quietly convinced me that maybe what I'm going through is just my portion. Maybe God will do it for others, but not necessarily for me. And I didn't even realize that the disappointment it had started in me, and that I was boxing God. Not because God changed, but because the pain changed my expectation. And when expectation dies, intimacy starts struggling too. That's the part people don't talk about enough. Sometimes spiritual distance happen all at once. Sometimes it happens little by little through distractions that look harmless. New habits, constant scrolling, overworking, staying busy, avoiding people, silence, doing things just to escape the thoughts and the emotions. And at first, it feels comforting. It feels like coping. But eventually, I started realizing that some of the things I thought were helping me, like helping me heal, were actually distracting me distracting me from the intimate moments with God, because the enemy does not always destroy with like obvious things. He sometimes distracts us enough to just disconnect us little by little, enough to exhaust us, enough to keep us in survival mode instead of doing the real healing. And for a while, I think that's where I was. Like, I was still functioning, right? I was still smiling, still showing up. But really, spiritually, I was so tired, emotionally disconnected, quietly surviving, until I finally had to admit it to myself that something wasn't right. And honestly, I think that's when I started healing again. Not in pretending, not in performing, not in forcing positivity, but in becoming aware that pain has been speaking all along, aware that fear has been leading, aware that I was now in survival mode again, and slowly becoming the identity of my pain. I'm learning to return to God without performance, without those religious activities, learning how to pray honestly again, learning how to expect again, and learning how to separate identity from what caused the pain. Because pain may explain some things, but it does not get to define our identity. And identity is not in disappointments, nor is it in fear or survival mode or in motherhood struggles. It's not in our mistakes, not in rejection, nor is it in our wounds of the past or in the present. Identity is in Christ. So whoever needs to hear this message, I just want to encourage you today to keep on going. Whether the pain came from something life did or from mistakes made along the way, do not let pain become the final definition of who you are. Do not let disappointments to disconnect you from yourself or from people or from God. And do not let distractions become replacements for healing. Healing is not pretending that everything is okay. Healing is continuing anyway. It's showing up anyway. It's choosing to keep believing, to keep on moving when the heart feels tired. And some days it may feel like you are not strong. Some days it may simply be like we are just surviving. But even in that surviving mode, it's still movement. And little by little, God has a way of restoring those parts of us that pain tried to silence. So keep on going beyond the disappointments, beyond the dysfunctions, beyond the survival mode. Whatever it is, keep on going. There's still a purpose beyond the pain. That's all I have for you guys today. Stay blessed. Have a blessed week ahead. I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.